Igor, welcome, and I appreciate you stopping by. How are you doing today?
I'm P1.
Arius, welcome, and I appreciate you stopping by. How are you doing today? Super annoying he didn't get out of the way, especially because he had a penalty. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Could have been fastest lap very easily. We just need one more lap, I think. Sebastian 13, welcoming. I appreciate you stopping by as well. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I hope you get better soon. That sucks to hear. Oh, that's good. I'm unsure. I think he said he will be racing. I don't know if he's in here right now, though. That turn very slowly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now we get a damp track going into 130R. This could be pretty bad. Yep. A lot worse braking and turning. Had the track been 100% dry, I think we could have got the fastest lap there. I make a couple mistakes on that lap though, so probably shave at least a couple tenths off if I had to guess. 4.5 tenths up. And that's fastest lap, and we can also gain another tenth, maybe 10.5. We overshot that final chicane. New tires. I also would like to see the event settings. Let's see here. I'll confirm. I'm not seeing anything in settings, so I don't think there is. There's softs on. I feel like softs are only gonna last 11 laps as well. Maybe not though. Horse going to the pits. I did that in a race, so you know, I have good experience with that little escape road. That's 13 laps worth of fuel. Ghost, I appreciate you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today?
What you doing?
Well, we're gonna be doing, I don't know. I think 10 minutes? 10 minutes, we're starting it up, but, the JCCR League race. I don't have chat open, I can't post the link, but, it's, I think like about a 30-minute race. Should be starting in 10 minutes. But, Ghost, what are you cooking? You know, don't, I could have swore there was a second guy on the radar, but might have just been neighbor, and it was someone in the pits. I don't know. I'm wondering if third gear out of that chicane is actually a better play than exiting in second. So you can get on the power a little earlier, and then you can also kind of put your tires on the inside of the curb. There's a lot of front tire wear on this car for maxed out rear balance. I think what I might try and do, I might just start on mediums. You know, fuel save, because I think fuel saving and starting on mediums, that should be able to let me have a no stop race, which is what I'd rather have, I think. I'm not gonna complete this lap. I'm gonna go to the pits if it's. I think it's a pretty long pit on this track. 13 laps, and then 5-minute qualifying. So I think if this is any other track, I think tires will be fine, but from what I know at Suzuka, even the smallest amount of tire wear, as soon as you start getting understeer, your lap times are gonna drop super bad, because this track is probably one of the worst tracks to get understeer at. A lot of these turns are pretty unforgiving, so I think it might just be better to go with mediums and just try and do a no-stop race. So yeah, we changed on to new softs, and we don't refuel. We don't need to refuel. Say we do that.
That makes sense.
Ignore the the 3-second penalty there. So this track does actually have a pretty short pit, so it's kind of interesting. I do think, though, I'll throw on mediums. Mediums shouldn't affect lap times too bad. As long as we stay within about a second a lap, we'll actually be ahead by, 7 to 10 seconds by the time they pit. After they all pit. So that might be what we aim for. +5. I didn't know what to use for the GTR. I don't drive the GTR. I just figured it kind of feels like a big boat, so I just put +5. Oh no. Maybe mediums are bad. we might have to go softs. Mediums do not drive on this track. Sure, it doesn't help that it's also nighttime, so track temps are super low. Especially those turns. You lose a lot of time in those turns. That's pretty heavy braking. Or, you have to brake a lot heavier than you do on softs. This track is horrible at night. If you don't know, if you genuinely don't have the lines memorized and the track memorized, you can't see a thing. You can't see the next turn, you can't see the apex. You are driving absolutely blind. Oh, that chicane's, you literally have to know where the apex is. I would. The issue is I have a feeling if I do that, I'm probably faster, and then it'll. I'm wondering if I don't think I can. I don't know if I want to switch cars. The GTR feels really good here. I thought about getting Z4. It has a little too much understeer though. M6, I like the M6. It just it doesn't feel right. In the Huracan, it's 50-50 for me. I think it understeers a little too much. I thought about going F-Type. The issue is I like having a stable car. I am Ghost. Especially through turn 1, the S's, and then it's not 130R, but the two turns, the two turns after the hairpin, that lead onto the straight. I wish I knew corner names here, but I can't free float it. Right where the red dot is right now, those two turns. I want a car that's nice and Lexus, okay. No, I don't have tires for it. Try. I'll do a quick lap. Is it plus 3, plus 5? Jeez, this is even worse. I can't see a thing. Plus 4, okay. Does this truck just not have any, like, trackside lights? I'm literally racing blind here. I should know the first turn well enough, but... Uh-oh. Probably should. That's a good idea. Yikes. I'm gonna hop back into the GTR. I think I can deal with it. Let me see, where do you even turn up the brightness? No, definitely not my profile. Actually, let me check here. 32,000 miles. Options, I'm assuming? Video output. I'm not doing that.
Option yes, that's it as exposure.
So do I want it up? I'm assuming I want it up. Let me see. It's just pitch black behind you.
That's a bit better.
Ooh.
Did you say you're on mute?
Yeah, I am Ghost. Uh, do you mean like, how far you, like, push them in or whatever? I guess not, but like sensitivity-wise. It's a better word for it. I did that a little bit ago. They feel fine. I'm on meat. I thought I was on softs. That's why. Let me see. I was thinking I was yeah, I appreciate it, Ghost. Our neighbor's right behind me. I think that's Philness ahead of us. That looks like a Supra tail light. It is Philness. Everyone else is too close. Just gonna get on medium tires now. Set one fastest lap with the medium tires. If I can get them within like 1.5 seconds of my fastest lap, I will go for the no stop strategy. I can't blame that on the mediums. I did the exact same thing on softs. So, it's kind of all my fault. I don't know what I'm doing. Might want to brake a little more, because I'm obviously getting too much understeer. Missed the apex. I don't know by how much, but we missed it. Actually, I might just put this on. This is probably going to be the most helpful thing. I'd say more like within 2 to 3 seconds, because clearly we're not getting any kind of... This is nowhere near the track conditions I set that fastest lap on. Given I do think I did that in, you know, damp conditions, but the track was probably a good 15 degrees hotter Fahrenheit wise. Probably hotter than that. We're back in the rain. That was better. At least we didn't run wide. It wasn't fast, but at this point, it's better to just keep it on track. And that's that's about 2 seconds apart. That'll definitely do. We're gonna go for the no stop strategy, I think. Just try our best to do it. Either works out or it doesn't. It all depends on what the weather radar looks like. If we're gonna get heavy rain, we're just gonna go on the softs because we'll have to do some laps on, you know, inters or heavy wets anyway. But if it's just this kind of light rain, nothing too bad, but you can still drive it on slicks. We're gonna go for the no stop on mediums because I think that's the best strategy here. tried to over push it a little too much on that one. Run a lot slower. Ooh, that's a lot of blue rain. Now, while I'm going into 130R, that's probably the worst time to get rain. Alright. Oh, new room settings. New room settings. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna be good for the... Ooh, see, but the issue is those little spurts of yellow. That's bad. That's really bad. That's gonna... That gets the track very wet, and that's not good. See, what all's hitting the track? I think it's better to see that. Alright, that's some green. Dark blue. Some more green. I do think this is drivable conditions on slicks. I guess I'll change my mind depending on how this first lap goes.
Picasso in chat. Hi. How goes the day?
Crasher, welcome, and I appreciate you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today? It's going pretty well. Nothing too much. Looking for another win, but see how it goes. I think our main issue is gonna be this Italian right here. I think Plankton was 6/10 behind as well, so see how it all goes. But, yeah, it's going pretty well. We're gonna follow Philness, see how he does.
Looking for another win. Well, I hope you get it.
Thank you. Right, good luck, everybody. Check weather radar. Yeah, we're gonna be good, but we need to get a lap in now. We need a lap right now. Ooh, track's actually pretty damp. Maybe we do want inters? I'm not too sure. I'm sure you'll get it, Crasher. Super good move. We got slip. And now we have clean air for the second lap. This track is very hard to overtake at, so qualifying matters a lot. Especially because this race is only about 30 minutes or so, 25 minutes, so we don't have too much time to catch up either. You go second. Crispy is mega fast. He was even faster on that second lap. Okay, I mean, I'm still happy where I was. So second place definitely will be good. I think we could go back to third depending on where Neighbor goes with his second lap. But I think this will be a fun one. I think I'm going to go for a no stop on softs. I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Especially with these damp tracks, low track temps. Tire wear should be super low, so I don't think it'll be an issue for tire wear if I just go softs the whole way. So a little bit of fuel saving, and yeah, we're gonna look for a no stop race. Yeah, we're gonna end up getting second. Neighbor's not, I don't think he crossed the line in time to set a second lap, so. Good qualifying. Oh, Remy just got in. Fortunately, he missed it. I think Super might be, I think Super's commentating. I don't think he's going to be racing. pit stop real quick. The GTR is slow off the line. Crispy has some troubles navigating through T1 in the rain. Crispy doesn't want to work together to try and catch plankton, so kind of a stupid move if you ask me, but you know, he can do what he wants. I don't know if that was me. If it was, sorry, Crispy. Plankton is driving super well right now. I do wonder if the Ferrari is a dominant car here. I'd assume it is. It's fast at a lot of places. I may have simply just made the wrong car choice, I'm not sure. Crispy's second time getting wide now. I don't think you get a penalty for running wide, but he may get the gift of meeting Barrier in person, face to face. Not too sure, but I need to be fuel saving. I'm gonna start doing that now. Rain isn't looking too bad. Crispy and Plankton, when they start battling for position here, I mean, really, they kind of already are. And you know what that'll do? That'll buy me some beautiful time. The car behind me slipped up a little bit. Gap got bigger. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Server disconnect.
Rockwell.
You